If we are going to create a better humanity, a better society, a community that is well balanced and peaceful, then it's time for us to learn the act of unlearning and relearning, because this is a necessary process of our human evolution, maintaining a healthy, pure, well society, right? So can we normalize motherhood and parenting that does not condition children to please their mothers or to live a life that fulfills the need, image, and personality of their parent? When you take a look at our current African home, it seems toxic motherhood and toxic parenting has become the normal cultures. And sometimes it's ridiculous when people say, oh, this is part of our culture. It's part of our culture that a child respects and honor their mothers and do what their mothers and fathers want. This is never part of the ancient cultures. The ancient cultures were based on respecting the sacredness of life and honoring the uniqueness of every existence, which goes beyond our humanity, right? We're not the only form on this planet, but sometimes we forget that we are not the only form. You conditioning your children to embark on professions, jobs that only fulfills your ego, and to do the things that fills the gap of your failure is not a healthy parenting style. It is dictatorship, authoritarianship that we learn from colonial masters. Some of these colonial masters are not even alive, but their atrocities is still living within us because we refuse to unlearn and relearn. My whole life, I was censored as a child. One of the cultures was organized religious conditioning that placed the elder above the child, making elders always right. I remember when I used to have this misunderstanding between one of my aunties, and everyone around me was advising me to go and kneel down and beg her. Why? Because she's my mother, and why? Because she's the elderly. No. We are all humans and we make mistakes. We have the need to be respected and we have the need to live a life that is true to us and authentic to who we are, irrespective of our age, our role, whether you're a parent or whatever. Children are censored. Children are not allowed to express their emotion. Children are not allowed to defend themselves. Children are not allowed to speak up or stand up for themselves because it will be labeled as disrespectful behavior. So we grow up with wounds and unresolved trauma that is hidden inside our emotional body and our mind, and we go out there into the world and we exhibit these behaviors and wounds, and we are labeled and judged as bad people, as bitter and resentful. You providing food, shelter, accommodation, and the other basic necessity for your child does not mean they owe you a feedback in the future. It's absolutely your responsibility to cater for the child you brought on the planet. Because we don't tell children we are bringing them. They don't have a say. We only birth them. So you are responsible over them until you teach them the world when they matured enough to navigate in life without your guidance or your support. They have every right to set boundaries. They have every right to go no contact with you. And they have every right to stand for themselves and what is right, irrespective whether you are their mothers or their fathers. A wounded, censored, oppressed child become the narcissistic politician, the narcissistic teacher, or the child that is so introverted that can't stand up for themselves, that are victims of bullying and abuse. Children are sacred life. And as a mother, you are the mirror showing them the world. What you project to them become their personality, their identity, and their map to how to navigate to the world. If you don't let them stand up for their truth, you offend them, you don't say sorry, and you offend them and you want them to shut down because you are the adult, they go out and they think that is what the world is. Toxic parenting is causing more harm, disease, and chaos on this planet. I know some of the mothers are so far deeply in their toxicity, but that they are not ready to unlearn and relearn. In fact, they will be offended towards anyone that brings this truth to the light. But this video is for the children. It's time to reparent yourself and remother yourself and know that you are not born to please your parent. They are not your gods. You are born to please yourself. Your life is your gift. Honor them, but honor yourself first, because you only give what you have. When you learn to respect and honor yourself, that is how you can share respect and honor with healthy boundaries. And if you're a mother and a father that think you own your children, that's the capitalist principle that is based on exploitation and selling everything. You don't own your children. As a woman, you are the portal between the spirit world and the physical world. You are the representation of Mother Nature. We know Mother Nature gives us our free will with wisdom and guidance. She doesn't do authority over us. So you are representing nature. People will learn nature through you as a mother, and as a father, you are the cover of nature. You are like the skin that covers the essence of life. You need to protect that skin, not to abuse it and massacre it or take advantage of it. You are telling your child whether to go out there and be that protective shield or to go out there and be the abusers, massacring and disturbing every life around them. If we don't learn to relearn and unlearn all these toxic cultures that we learn through slavery and colonization, we will consistently repeat the same generational trauma and curses and wounds throughout every child that we brought here. Remember, children are pure and holy until we begin to teach them how to create filth and how to pick up filth and absorb filth around them. Remember that inner child within you, that pure soul within you, and let it be free so others can be free, so you don't become the authority that is all about dominating, asserting, and exploitation. I hope this simple content will help someone to sit down and unlearn and relearn. Do hit the like button, share this to someone that needs to hear this, and subscribe to this channel. I share reality, my story, narcissism, spirituality, ascension, deconstruction, religion, because it's about time we evolve our collective human consciousness. Namaste. I see you.